Hey, I got a question for you. What are three things that leaders do really well? Hey, it's Adam Contos here. Wanted to hop on a live and have a quick discussion with you to start your week on the right foot. I had the privilege of teaching at University of Denver Daniels College of Business this weekend. I teach executive presence and executive leadership there, and I learned a lot from the students. A lot of really, really good executives in the executive MBA program there. And also, I happen to read an article from Marcel Schwantes in Inc. magazine this weekend. And this all reminded me of three things that great leaders do well. Three things that great leaders do well. And this is something you could take into your week. So I wanted to share this with you. Pretty cool concept. So, what are three things that leaders do well? Well, the first thing that they do is they form amazing habits. Now, this isn't just their own habits, but we actually mimic the habits that we see other people have. So, if you have employees, if you have people you work with, things like that, and you start forming habits, guess what? They will form them also. Now, don't decrease the intensity of your habits. When you look at James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, he talks about systems and habits. And he says we rise to the level of our systems and fall to the level of our habits, which means your habits can decrease over time. You go to the gym and you don't work out as hard. Maybe you're just doing reps of your iPhone on the equipment, sitting there texting or whatever. But ultimately, what do your systems and habits get you to do? Leaders form great habits and they have great systems. So write down what your systems are that you're going to use this week. That's really a great way to go into the week and start your Monday strong. So, what's the second thing? The second thing is leaders listen very, very well. I've seen people that have this tendency to tell you about themselves. They may barge into the conversation. I know somebody that would do that. They barge into the conversation and tell you about themselves and people in their life and their dog and their pets and their kids and things like that. And you're like, wait a sec, the conversation had nothing to do with that. So consider that. Are you just telling people about yourself or are you listening really well? It's been said that we have two ears and one mouth. So we should use our ears twice as much as our mouth. When you're talking to people, don't try and wait for them to stop talking so you can insert your story. Ask open ended questions. Don't be interesting, be interested when it comes to the crowd that you're in. Ask great questions. Leaders ask great questions and they listen way more than they talk. So that's the second thing is leaders listen very well. The third thing, leaders can instantly set boundaries and limits. Instantly set boundaries and limits. A lot of people like to be pleasers and say yes to everything. Your job in life is not about saying yes. In fact, your job is about saying no. So you can go from all these things that people are throwing at you to the few things that really, really matter in your life, for your business, for your personal life, your relationships, your finances, things like that. It was Steve Jobs that said that he was as proud of the things that he didn't do as much as the things that he did do. And Warren Buffett always talks about the businesses he doesn't buy, the ones he says no to, which are vastly more than the ones that he does purchase and invest his time into. He's very, very selective. Key leaders and very successful people are very selective about what they do, what they say yes to, and what they say no to. Think about that next time you pick up your phone and you start scrolling social media or something like that. Of course, you're watching this on social media, so that's okay. But the reality is, these three concepts will help make your week better, form great habits, listen more than you talk, and say no to the things that you shouldn't be doing. Now, let's go start our week really strong. I'll talk to you soon here. Have a wonderful week. Bye now.